How about now? Is it better now? Can you hear me better now? Is it better now? Is it better or should I speak louder? It's better, right? Hey, can you hear me better? All right. All right. All right. Great. Thank you so much, everybody. You're welcome to the Land Banking webinar. I'm so glad to have you on board. I mean, having you here, it's an indication that you love value and you are ready to get value, and at the same time that you cherish your financial prosperity and freedom. And I want to assure you that by God's grace, you will get the value that you desire. The whole reason for this webinar is so that we can understand um, some nitty gritty about the concept called land banking. The real estate industry is quite a large industry. There are different ways through which you can make money in real estate. All right, there are different ways through which you can make money in real estate. But before I go on with this stream, can you just share the link to this stream with your friends? If you have not subscribed to this channel, you can please subscribe so that you can help other people also. This is free, so you can help other people also to get the value and maybe even save them millions or maybe billions of naira in years to come or even in days to come. As God will want it. Because what you're about to learn tonight is very strategic and very important. I can tell you that anyone that does not know some of the things that will be shared in this live stream tonight may not be able to get as high return on investment as the person ought to get. It's not just about buying land. There are ways to it. All right. But I believe you are sharing the links. I believe you are sharing the links. Please share the links. Let's have quite a number of people on this stream. Let's have quite a number of people on this stream. Is you showing it to people, bringing them on the stream so that they can get value. Just share it on your status, share it on your social media platform so that people can get value. Then we go straight into the discussion. All right, so let's go straight into it. So the theme for this webinar is basics of land banking, understanding the nitty-gritty of land banking. So, as I said earlier, you see, real estate is quite large, all right? And attempting to yes, you can actually make money in every area of real estate. Real estate investment is lucrative. Real estate very is a very good investment. As a matter of fact, there is a popular saying that how many millionaires do you know that got rich through saving in the bank? And of course, saving in the bank is not an investment. All right. Now, talking about investment, I'm talking about putting your money somewhere for it to yield for you so that you can at least have some more money on the capital you set aside for that investment. You get the point now. So real estate is wide, is large, and in recent times, real estate is getting more pronounced, especially in Nigeria. All right. And a lot of people want to also eat of the great and massive money that is flying all around the real estate industry. And of course, what about me? I'm also eating of the large sum flying around in the real estate industry. But it's a different thing for you to desire to earn something tangible from real estate. It's just a desire. Understanding how it works, it's what really, gives you the real money. If a person does not understand how real estate works, such fellow money will still be part of the money that will be circulating, but he or she will not be, he or she will not be getting the value and the return on investment that it's supposed to be getting. All right. Can you guys hear me? Someone is saying my network is breaking. Is any other person experiencing any glitch? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me, please? Adeyinka, sorry about that. But is there any? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, Adeyinka, you can please maybe try and your network is clear and stable. All right, thank you so much. So please, Adeyinka, you can try. Okay, it's better now. Thank you. All right, so I was saying that understanding how it works is where the real money is. If a person does not understand how the real estate industry works, I know real estate industry is like a faculty on its own, or maybe a university. There are different arms, and attempting to just patch here is what really leads people into losses and what have you. But there is an arm of real estate that we are discussing tonight, which is land banking. All right, and I was trying to tell us that I've come to realize that a lot of people, what they really want to do is land banking, but they don't know that it's land banking they want to do. So as we go into the definition and other things under land banking, you will understand that, okay, if I ask the question now, why do you desire to buy land, or why did you buy a land? Yes, you may have answers like, okay, to build a house and all of that. But even the house you want to build, aside from the one you want to live in, one of the major reasons why people buy properties, people buy land, is so that they can be able to make more money from the property. Am I correct? I want this to be very engaging. Am I correct? It's so that people can be able to, maybe resell or something. If that is what you are trying to do, I mean, a proper definition to that is what is called land banking. All right. So we want to know how this thing works, because it's not every land that is bankable. It is not every land that is bankable. All right. There are characteristics of lands that are bankable. You cannot just buy land anywhere and say it is land banking. You can buy land anywhere and say you bought a land. I agree with you. But to say it's land banking, that is not for every location. I believe you are getting me. It's not for every location. So the first thing I want us to understand tonight is that land banking is specific to some locations. All right? Land banking is specific to some locations. If you are getting what I'm saying and you are getting value, can you just help me know in the live chat so that that can help me to actually pour out more? If you are getting what I'm saying and you are getting value already, you can help me know in the chat box. All right? So it's not every location that is bankable. And that is a mistake that quite a number of people are making. And it's not everywhere or everyone you can buy a land from and say that it is land banking. That's another mistake people are making. Okay, let's start with the definition of land banking. All right. So what exactly is land banking? Okay. So you see, land banking, just as the name implies, simply means you are banking on a land. All right, you are banking on the land. In other words, when you say bank, the major thing that goes on in a bank is, the movement of currency, saving of money, and what have you. So when you're talking about land banking, it's simply taking your money and putting it on the land with the hope that that money would multiply times whatsoever by the time you are ready to sell it off. So majorly, land banking simply means that you take your money, you buy a particular portion of land with the intent to resell at a higher price. Land banking simply means you take your money to buy a particular property, a particular land in a particular location with the intent that you will resell at a higher price. Now, with that definition alone, it should be clear to us that the first thing you need to understand before you buy a property, it is good. I know realtors are telling us to buy land and all of that. I am also telling you to buy land. All right. My company is also telling you to buy land. But the number one question you have to answer is that, why do I want to buy land? For a person that wants to buy land to build his house or her house, there are things you can do that a person that wants to buy land with the intent of banking to resell later, there are two different things. There are people you cannot buy from for land banking. There are locations you cannot buy from for land banking. There are places right now that you cannot buy from to say you want to go and build your house. All right? So as I said earlier, number one, not every location is bankable. Number two, what is the definition of land banking? Land banking means taking your money, buying a particular land with the intent of reselling at a higher price. Okay? With the intent of reselling at a higher price. That's how it works. So if your intent, if your reason why you want to buy a land or why you bought a land is so that you will be able to resell at a higher price, what you did or what you're about to do is called land banking. Okay? What you're about to do is land banking. So the next thing I want to discuss, another thing I want to share with you is that, I told you that not every land is bankable. Yes, not every land is bankable. Now, I will tell you the characteristics of lands, of locations that are bankable. Let me tell you the things you must consider when you want to bank on a land, so that you can know if you should actually bank on a certain location or not. The number one thing you have to consider when you want to bank on a land is, number one, the location. In other words, what is going to this place? All right? What is going to this location? You cannot say you want to go and bank on a land that there is nothing going to the location. The intent of land banking is for you to make profit in few years' time, in some years' time. All right? So the location, in other words, what is going there? So when you say what is going there, you can say maybe government interest in that location. Maybe you hear something like you hear a news about government is about to build let's say an institution, or maybe they're about to build something that looks more like an industrial area in a particular location. All right, or maybe you hear something like a private individuals, private major stakeholders, private companies are going to a place. They just purchased a property somewhere. They want to build one of their companies there, or a branch of their company there. That is the place to go to say you want to go and bank on that location. But a place you didn't hear any news, but the only thing you know is that the place is in existence, right? But there's no news, there's no government interest, there is no major private stakeholder interest in that location. That is not a good place to bank. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is not a good place to bank. So what I'm trying to tell you is that another definition of land banking is you buying a property in a proposed industrial area. All right? You already have a foresight, or you got information. I know, see, guys, this thing is much easier now. You know, back in the days, a few years ago, the reason why it looks like the rich keep getting rich through real estate was because back in the days, the news about a particular location where government is going to, or where government want to build something strategic, or where major private stakeholders want to build something strategic, the news is not open to people. People only get to know when it's getting late. But now it's much better. Yes, the elites, the rich, you are rich also. You are rich also, right? I don't mean to disrespect you. But you get what I'm trying to say. Those guys, those people, the reason why it looks like they have first hand then was because they have information that a normal person that is also interested in real estate does not have. But that's not it. That's not what is happening now. You can practically know that something is about to happen in this area because it will be all over the news. Sorry, excuse me. Because it will be all over the news. All right? So, for example, now let me give you an example. Why is Ibejuleki selling? Why is Ibejuleki selling? Because we have quite a number of industrial companies there. Dangote Refinery, Colgate, all sorts of trade free zone, all sorts of things are there. That is why it's selling. Now, people that got the news earlier, they bought at that time. But you know the funny thing, even in the little, with the people I've tried to talk to about come and buy land, I deal quite a lot with land banking. My company deals, at least for now, quite a lot with land banking. When one of the things we do is land banking, I even tell people, go and read about this place. Go online and check. I'm sure that quite a number of people do not go online to check. We are telling you that so thing is about to happen in this location. It's all over the news. See, if you get what I'm telling you tonight, it's like adding 2 plus 2 together to give you 4. You see, there were times some years ago, some people just dabbled into the wealth in land banking. One of my mentors, I was in a conversation with him a few months back, and he was telling me one of the reasons why he went into real estate. He said back in the days when he was in the university, that he and his friend just tried to buy a particular land. That was in Osun State. They just started to buy a particular land. I think during that time, Governor Aregbesola was the one. Was the governor at that time, and I think he did quite a number of roads. Excuse me, in that in Osun State generally, if I'm not incorrect, I think it's Governor Aregbesola. He said, fortunately for them, the land they bought, the land was right beside the road that they did. They have bought the land. You get the point now. Now the land they now bought was not beside the road. It's increased the price of that land massively. He said when he saw it, was like, wow, is this? See, I can tell you guys, there is something called 1,000 return on investment, 1,000%, even more, if you buy at the right location. Yeah, there's something like that. I've seen quite a number of things in this real estate industry. So what I'm telling you is that you see an industrial area, you know that something big, an institution, a refinery, a major company or companies are going to this location and all of that. See, immediately you hear the news, go there, go and buy as many as you can. You know why? Because people will gravitate towards that area. Are people not gravitating towards Ibejuleki now? Do you want to compare the price you were selling a plot of land in Ibejuleki 5 years ago, 7 years ago, with what they are selling it now? That's what we are saying. It's not the same with another area where nothing is going there. So land banking, you say you want to put your money in land for it to yield, it's not for every location. The number one thing is what is going to the location. If you are getting value, can you just type value? Just type value in the chat box. Let me know. Let me know. I'm saying something reasonable. Let me know. I know I'm saying something reasonable, but help me know that the right people are on the stream. Let me know. Just type value, software value. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see that. Thank you so much. Akiola Ayodele, thank you so much. All right, so what is going to that area? The number two thing you must consider is the price. The price. You don't want to bank on a land and you are buying the land for a very high price. Are you getting what I'm saying? So let's say, for example, you want to bank on a land and the price of a plot for that location is 50 million naira. How many people can really afford that? See, I forgot to tell you something while I was introducing land banking. Land banking is one, if not the cheapest way for you to make huge money in real estate. This is what I mean. If you want to go into commercial, you have to build a company on the land, you have to do this. By the time you will spend quite a number of millions. If you want to build an apartment for renters, you want to go into short-let apartment, or you want to go, anything on the land is real estate, right? If you want to go any other, you want to go agriculture, even agriculture. You want to consider the price, the money to put in to make much more money. If you are a first timer into real estate, that you just want to go into real estate, I will advise that one of your first attempts should be land banking, because it is cheap to enter into it, and at the same time it's yield maximally. Let me tell you something. It is cheap to enter into it, and at the same time it is a very sure way to make massive profit, massive return on investment. So that's that about that. So I said the second thing you must consider when you're buying a land is the price. Can me be sincere with you guys. If you look at Nigeria settings, how many people can buy a plot of land for 50 million naira? How many people can buy a plot of land for 40 million naira? How many people can buy a plot of land for 30 million naira? How many people can buy a plot of land for 20 million naira? How many people can buy a plot of land for 10 million naira? I know there are people that can buy it, but not as many as the people that cannot buy it. So I want to show you one of the reasons why it looks like these people that you may term that are in the higher cadre of, they have quite enough, they have large financial resources. You will see that they are, they keep making more money. You say, this person has so number of hectares here. He has so number of hectares here. Let me tell you what they do. What they do is that they buy when the price is low. They have bought when the price is low. One of the ways for you to know that you're already getting late to a particular location, when you have already considered what is going there, you are sure that, oh, this is a great place to go to and buy something. One of the ways you know that you're already getting late to that location is the price is already increasing massively. Another way for you to know is the third point I want to raise. That another thing you have to consider when you want to bank on the land is the quantity. Guys, see what is going to the land. Number one, the price. You cannot go and buy a land for very large sum of money, going to 50, 20 million for a plot of land, 20 million. This thing I'm telling you is not a popular opinion. And you are claiming that it's land banking. No, it's not land banking. Just go and build your house there. But if you will buy a plot of land for 50 million, it should be a location you can build your house. So then, Carl, I will get to your question. I'll get to your question. So what I'm trying to say is that, okay, for example, now there's a location where we have properties, where we sell properties in Ibadan or your state. The place is called Monia. At this very point in time, we still have acres for sale, and the least acre we have now is 2.4 million. That is 6 plots of land for 2.4 million. Can I be sincere with you guys? There was a time an acre of land was selling for 600,000 in that same location. What changed? The news is spreading again and again, wider and wider. People are getting to know. I cannot just, this is a live stream. I know of major company that has massive acres of land in this location. You know the surprising thing? You still tell people this, and oh yeah, go and check online. And people are still like, ah. So when the land was 600,000, do you know there are people that bought land for 600,000 for an acre? They are selling a plot now for more than ₦1 million. A plot. I said 600,000 an acre, 6 plots of land. Now selling a plot for what? More than ₦1 million. I'm telling you. See, the earlier you jump to that location, the better for you. Land banking, especially real estate generally, is a product of location, time. Timing, a 5 minutes difference can reap a person of a big deal. I had a client sometime last year, and you know, just in the process of send your account number, let me send the money. Somebody else paid for the property. He had to be pushed to another place. So you see, the value in land banking, the value in real estate is so much that if you see anybody begging you to buy land, it's one or two things. It's either the person is a realtor that, you know, maybe does not have so much in his pocket or her pocket and needs money, or the person loves you. Maybe your friend or your family or something, or the person just loves you and says, key into this thing. This thing will yield for you. Or there's a third reason, if it's a scam. They don't beg people to buy real estate. They don't beg people that know the value. I'm telling you that. People that know the value, they rush it. All right. So what have I mentioned? I said when you are considering land banking, you should consider number one, what is going to the location. Number two is what? The price. You don't want to buy. When you start seeing that the price is already getting so high, you are already late to that location. There's a popular quote: the best time to buy real estate was yesterday. The better time is now. All right, you get the point. Then I said quantity. When you're buying real estate, you consider quantity. Yes, I know that men are in sizes, right? If it's a plot you can afford in a strategic location, please buy. But if you can afford more than a plot, if you can afford more than a plot, you should consider buying large scale of properties. Let me tell you one secret about real estate. Everything about real estate, financially speaking, reduces as the property increases. This is what I mean. Let me rephrase my statement. This is what I mean. The larger the quantity of what you want to buy, all right? The larger, let's say, the larger the quantity of what you want to buy, the cheaper the prices of things that pertains to that land. Talking about the price of the land itself, your document, your red copy survey, C of O, all of those things that surround land, it pays to buy large. Are you getting what I'm saying now? But if it is one plot you can buy, you can make a fortune out of one plot if you buy at a strategic location and at the right time. You get my point, guys? If you buy at a strategic location and at the right time, you can make massive fortune. I'm telling you what I have seen. You know, like the Bible says, what our hands have handled. I'm telling you. But if you have the ability to buy more, buy large. Buy large. Buy large. Buy large. See, when you buy large, let me give you a practical example. There was a deal I was involved in sometime last year, quite a number of acres of land. And you know, just 5 minutes to that land, a plot, maybe 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, something around that time, at that time frame, a plot was selling for, I think, 750,000 naira. A particular plot was selling for 750,000 naira. Do you know how much we paid for each acre of the land? My clients paid 1.2, 1.3 million naira. That means that by the time, if we decide to sell at the price he bought, if we decide to sell at the price the other people are selling, all right, at the 750 thing, that means by the time he sells 2 plots, He has gotten the money of the actual capital he used to purchase an acre. Are you getting what I'm saying? And there are still 4 plots remaining to still sell. There's massive profit in land banking if you know how to do it. Do you understand? A standard size of a plot is 450 square meter. That's the standard size of a plot. But lately, we have people that is trying to make it look as if 300 square meter is the standard plot. No, 450 square meter is the standard plot. 450 square meter. All right, we got it right. So let me not leave the train of thought I was trying to establish. So you see what happened there? Quantity helped him to save quite a lot of money. Quantity. That does not mean that you cannot buy 1 plot. That does not mean I cannot buy 2 plots. What I'm saying that in as much you know this is a strategic location, jump in ASAP. Jump in ASAP. Don't wait till tomorrow. So another thing you must consider is time. When you want to bank on the land, please consider time. Guys, immediately you know that something is going into, there are real secrets, you know. You see, the 500 square meter, 600 square meter, people are just giving their. I'm referring to the chat, the chat I'm saying on the live chat. People at Demka, right? People are just giving. They are selling when you are buying based on a standard plot as established in the Ministry of Land. It's 450 square meter. You get what I'm saying? But you know, when companies, let's say companies buy land, let's assume Livingstone Real Estate Company buy a land. I can decide to say I want to sell 300 square meter. It's square meter they are selling. Do you understand? A plot is standard 450 square meter. I don't know if you get what I'm saying now. So that's the side. So timing is important. Let me tell you something. It's a different thing for you to know that something huge or something great is going to an area. Maybe an area is about to become an industrial area, and then you go and get a portion of that. It's a different thing to have that information. All right. Timing is also important. This is what I mean. I want you to understand this. If you understand, I wish I have a graph to show you this. All right. See, for every bankable land, you know, I told you the first thing I told you was that not every location. One of the first things I told you was that not every location is bankable, right? Every bankable land have a minimum of 3 seasons. Every bankable land has a minimum of 3 seasons. There's what I call the pre-season. When is the pre-season? The pre-season is the time where the news just got out. People just start hearing that they say they want to start this thing. Government announced they want to do this. They want to build a school. They want to build a dry port. They want to build this. There's a train station going here. Dangote refinery is coming to Beduleki. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's a pre-season. In other words, some of the characteristics of the pre-season is that you will get large quantity of land for cheap price. So you can still get, let's say, you will still get acres of land. When you are not able to get acres again, it has left pre-season. Season is over. Pre-season is over. You get the point? That's pre-season. Characteristics of pre-season. You can still get, you can still get an acre of land for as low as any amount, and as you can still get for anything 3 million, 5 million, an acre of land. You can still get 3 million. Let's say 3 million, for example. That's still the pre-season. You can still get for an acre 3 million, within 3-4 million, or lower than that. That's still, that's still the pre-season. Because by the time you calculate how much a plot is like that, it's less than ₦1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You see, when you now start seeing that there's no more acres for sale in that location, do you know why there's no more acres for sale? People are, something people don't understand about real estate, and I've observed that with people. The people that are already making the money in real estate, they understand this. The people that are not yet to make the money, they're the ones that don't understand it. Real estate is practical. Something about real estate is that immediately you are not able to buy acres again. Do you know why you are not able to buy acres again? People have bought acres. Now they want to resell in plots. Are you getting the point? If you are getting value, please type value again. Please type value again. Help me know. And you have to share this with. Let's increase the number of people on this stream. Share this with your friends. Share on your status. Share your social media platform. Are you getting what I'm saying? Why are there no acres again? There are no acres again because people have bought and they are not ready to sell in acres. You get it? What? So when there are no acres again, or there are not large quantity again, when there are no, when you hear people say things like, I bought 10 acres, you thought they bought 10 acres for 30 million naira per acre? No, they bought it lower. All right? There was a time we were selling an acre of land for even as low as 1.3 million last year. The least and for an acre now in the same location is 2.4 million naira. And that's because there's still acre. And that acre that's still available is a product of relationship. It's a product of relationship. So time is important. There's what we call the pre-season. You can still afford to buy large. You can still be seeing a plot of land for less than 1 million naira. That's a pre-season. You see, when it comes to season, there's another time. I said there are at least 3 seasons for every bankable land. There's another time, and that, thank you so much, I know Oluwapo. And that time is important that you type is very important because time is important. A day, I told you of a deal of just few minutes, send your account number, and the deal is off the table now. All right. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Time is important. There's what we call pre-season, which is the best time to jump into the deal because you'll be able to actually buy at a very lower price. The second season we have for every bankable land. Note, I said bankable land, not all land. So of any bankable land is what I call the season of that land. When it's the season of the land, the companies are springing up, the houses are springing up. There are no more acres for sale. A plot is not selling for high prices. In fact, a plot is even now selling for as high as the price of an acre back in the pre-season. That is the season. For example, now, Ibeju-Lekki now is the season. We have entered the season for quite a number of years now. You know how much they are selling a plot of land in Ibeju-Lekki? Why? Because there is an industrial area. The people that now have land to sell there, they bought it there, no? I hope you understand. You that you want to go and buy now in Ibeju-Lekki is not land banking. You won't enjoy the core of land bank. This is what I'm saying. For example, in pre-season, you bought for, I'm just citing an example. For example, in the pre-season, I'm not talking about Ibeju-Lekki, I'm just citing an example of a bankable land. For example, in the pre-season, you bought for, let's say, 2.4 million naira, right? Or let's say let me use 1.8 million naira. Then, in the season, you are now seeing the same portion of land, maybe even acre, for let's say 3.6 million naira. See the range, see the increase. Now, who does it pay more? Is it the person that bought when it was the pre-season for 1.8? And do you know that the person that bought when it was pre-season now has the power enough to influence price and say, me too, I want to sell for 3 point something. Now, you bought your land for, let's say, 1 point something million naira, and you see your neighbor, or you see it all over the flyers that people are already selling that location for 3 point something million naira. You will sell for 1 point something again? Talk to me. Guys, talk to me. Let me see your chart. Talk to me. You will sell. So who does it pay? The person that bought during the pre-season. Buying during the pre-season compared to buying during the season is massive. At times, it's more than hundreds of millions different. Believe me, guys. Believe me, guys. Believe me, guys. It's more than hundreds of millions different. It's more than tens of millions different. It's more than hundreds of thousands different. Just for you to buy then and to buy in the season. And there's something now we now call that I call post-season. Post-season is the season where, major things has been established in the area. Everybody know that, oh, this is now a massive place and all of that. One of the classes of post-season is that what they now sell is per square meter. I saw, I'm in a group of real estate, a particular group like that, one of the many groups I'm in, and I saw that they were selling a square meter. Listen, a square meter. Do you know a square meter in a plot? You will see 450 square meter. They are selling a square meter for more than ₦1 million. So that means for you to get a standard plot of 450 square meter, you will have 450 million naira to buy a plot of land. That's a post-season land. Are you understanding me? So now let's talk, guys. So how do you think a person that is not yet making the massive money in real estate can actually start making the massive money? A major way is through land banking. Buy when it is low, then sell when it is high. You can start selling when it is season. You can. So we advise that the least time you should give any land you bank in is 5 years. Within 5 to 10 years, sometimes even 3 years, you can sell off, because it just depends on you, really. I've been in a deal before where the amount that we bought an acre of land, by the time we sold, let's say 3 plots, we have already made the money that we bought the acre. I know of two plots, the money for the acre. That means the remaining plots are massive profit. Are you understanding? If you are getting value, please type value. So, but you know the mistake people make? I'll tell you a major mistake people make. Now, you got the news that something is going to this place. You know something is going, you know this place will be a great place. You went to the location, you say, this place is a bush. When immediately people start saying, this place is a bush, this place is far, one thing is sure, the person has not done his or her homework about real estate. We have established that it's a bankable area. It's not just any. I'm not just telling you to just go to one bush and just go and buy. If there's nothing going there, you can even eventually sell for lower price. That's the truth. Although that really happens, no matter where the land is. You get my point? So, but the mistake people make is that, I've discovered that people that have made money in real estate, or people that are already into this real estate thing, they're already making the money that is in this real estate thing. They don't care how far it is. What they want to know is that what is going to this place. There was a client of mine that, I have, just one of them, just something like this is going to this place. Something like this is going to this place. The man did not see the land. The man did not see there was one of the property he bought that he sent one of his family members, right? But the second one, which is quite larger than the first one, that he bought in the same vicinity, right? Just like some minutes interval. Because of what is going to the land, he didn't see the property before he bought it. You get my point? And that's based on trust. All right. If it's not Livingstone Real Estate and Properties Limited, my own company, I will not advise you to buy without seeing it. I only know myself when it comes to the issue of trust in real estate. You understand my point now? What I'm trying to tell you is that just because he knew what was coming to the area, and the area I'm talking about is Monia. The day he came to check his property, about some months later, when he came, it was that day he was asking, okay, where exactly is the location they want to build the dry port? Because the dry port is already been established. I mean, there's a proposed place for dry port here. What's the meaning of dry port? Dry port, instead of seaport that is in Apapa, we have a dry port that is proposed to be established here in Monia to decongest Apapa so that people can, collect their goods also from this port here. But it is a dry port. And that is why we have a train station. One of the reasons why we have a train station here in Monia. Are you understanding what I'm saying now? So that place is a massive industrial area. Different companies will be established there. Or what do you expect? A company that is in Ilorin and has a privilege of come and get their goods in Ibadan. Will they prefer to go and buy the land in Bodija or in Monia? Of course, you think like wise people as business people that they have. They will buy in Monia. What does that mean? There will be need for their staffs to have house to live in. There will be need for their house to rent. There will be need for the companies to come and buy. If you buy now, you'll be the one to sell to them at your desired price. Do you understand? So it was when he came that I was not like, where is even the dry port? Well, I was not like, this is where they were established the travel. Like, oh, now it makes sense. So you just heard the information. You see that, but you know, some people you take them to some location. See, if a realtor takes you to a location and you know that this place is going to be rich. Have you seen videos before when people are saying, I bought this land for 1 million, I'm selling it for 150 million naira? You thought they bought a city? They didn't buy a city. They didn't buy a city. That is wisdom 101 of land banking. The time you bought. Pre-season does not look like it. Real estate deals a lot with foresight. You buy your thing, you keep it there. All right? Great. So I talk about time. So there's post-season. That's that it. So let me now talk about who to buy from, who not to buy from. There's something I call primary seller, and there's something I call secondary sellers. Who are the primary sellers? Primary sellers are the local indigenes, the Omoniles, the people. I believe everyone here should understand what Omonile is. The Omoniles, they are the primary sellers, the people that inherited the land. All right? They are the primary sellers. And the primary sellers often sell in large quantity. Let me tell you something, guys. When you hear people tell you that I bought 10 acres, 20 acres of land is also placed, they either bought from the primary sellers, who are the Omonile, or the first, let me say, the first secondary seller. Who are the first secondary sellers? The first secondary seller is like Livingstone Realty and Parcels Limited, my own company now. And you know, what do? We sell to you at a very low price compared to what I would say the major secondary sellers will sell to you. So we still sell acres. I don't know, maybe I get what I'm saying. So I won't really advise you to go and buy directly from the primary seller. So there are ways to engage them, which I will not be talking about in this video. You have to pay for consultation if at all you want to go and buy directly from them, for me to share the secrets with you. But at least you can still buy from Livingstone Realty and Parcels Limited, a company like mine, who sell even at lower price. We don't sell at high price. You know, we sell at reasonable prices. You understand? Because one of our statements is that to make everyone living on the heart to own a piece of the land, of the heart they are living in. You are living on this heart. You are worthy enough, you are valuable enough to own at least a piece of this heart you are living in. And if you will be able to own a piece of this land, if that will be available for everybody, then the price must not be high. So we are the first secondary sellers, right? The major secondary sellers are the people that are selling for a very high price. You know, when you say a plot of land, they tell you 300 square meter, 3.5 million naira for the same location that you would actually buy. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's business. All right? It's business. You get what I'm trying to say now? So I want advise you to buy from the primary sellers. I'm telling you how to make land, how to make money in land banking. You know, you can, if what you want to do. One of the characteristics of a major secondary seller, you know, I told you that we are like the first secondary seller. So let's divide secondary sellers into two. You get the point? Primary sellers or Omonile. I don't want to call myself or my company primary seller. Why? Because I also transact with the Omonile before I give it to you. Do you understand what I'm saying now? However, I would not call myself a major secondary seller because of my pricing. All right? I won't call us a major secondary seller. But let's say major secondary sellers. One of the characteristics of major secondary seller is that you can really afford large quantity of land to buy from them. You know, when you are having an acre of land, even if they want to sell acre for you, maybe like anything from 10 million, 15 million, 20 million naira, compared to the price that you would actually have bought from, let's say, a first secondary seller like Livingstone Realty and Parcels Limited. You get what I'm trying to say now? So you don't want to buy when you want to bank on a land. You don't want to go and buy from a major secondary seller. Why? Because one of the characteristics of major secondary seller is that you can't sell that land without consulting them. You can sell any land you buy from us or anyone that is doing the type of thing we are doing. You can sell any land without coming to us when there is no recourse. Another characteristic of a major second seller is that there are recourse. You pay for developmental fee, you pay for so fee. When you pay us, we give you, these are the things you are paying for: land, maybe documents, maybe you want to do your corner piece and what have you, agreements. When you pay us, the land is totally yours. Our hands are off it. But you see, major secondary sellers, if you want to sell, what I mean by major secondary seller is that you will have to go through that person again, compulsorily. All right, compulsorily. You can't really sell on your own. And what does that mean? That means that when you go and buy, let's say you even bought in a strategic location, that now you want to resell, there must be on the table for you to do that deal. Let's say a company wants to buy, let's say, for example, MTN wants to now buy that portion of land from you. You can't sell it on your own. You have to go through them. Is that land really yours? Are you getting what I'm saying, guys? You getting me right? If you are getting value, please type value. Please type value. Please type value. So this is what I'm saying when I say you don't buy every bankable land. It's not everyone you can buy a bankable land from. If you will still have to be repaying some money, you will still have to pay for developmental fee or clinical gate fee. Let me tell you something. Let me not say it, so I not look like I'm spoiling business for some people. We were not taught that way. All right. So it's just for you to be wise. Know who you are buying from. You can't go and buy from somewhere where it is very high price, and then you expect to make. So okay, now let's say you bought a plot of land for 10 million naira at, let's say, for example, Moniya in Ibadan. How much do you think you want to sell it in the season? That means in the season, let's say you even sell it for 50 million naira, right? It's money, right? Yes, it's money. But you want to compare it with buying an acre of land for 2.4 million naira and selling an acre of land. You know what is a plot? Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? So it's not every land. If it is land you want to go and build your house on and all of that, buy. Good for you. And any land you are buying that they give you a designated design of what you can build. You can't build this, you can't build a church, you can only build this kind of duplex. Okay, size and mass. And that's not a place to buy, because that means you are restricted. What if tomorrow you decide to build your company you build a company on that land? You cannot build a company on the land, because it would have been in the agreement they gave to you that you cannot build more than so. There are some agreement that people sign and they don't understand that even if you want to build, you will have to build through them. I hope you know. So that's not land banking. I know what you want to do is to make money from it, but eventually you won't make as much money as you ought to. All right. So another topic entirely is securing land. So sorry about this. I believe it's your network. I think others are hearing me very well. Can others hear me? Can others hear me? So there are ways to secure land that you bought for land banking. You are leaving that property. You are leaving that property for a number of months or years. I personally advise you can make it stay for as long as you desire. By the time the area is developing or is fully developed, you will make massive money. I'm telling you of someone that bought a property through me last year, and the person has just sold few plots out of the land, and the person has made this capital. We have made that capital back. That's within few months. And that's because the person needed money. Do you understand that kind of a thing? All right. So in land banking, there's nothing like it's far. If it's a bankable land, if a person says it's a place, I wish people see how it truly is. When you say it's place, if it is not far again, it's not bankable again. What do I mean? It's now selling for a high price. It's far from where exactly? Are you getting what I'm trying to say? If it is land banking for you to make more money on the property, then you think of buying low and selling high. So where can I buy low and something huge is going there? All right. So, you know, I said it's not every land that is bankable. Not every land, though. Not every land, guys. So where can I buy low? And I know that in years to come, you know, it will be a very developed area so that you will sell high. That's the first question. Not, is it far? When you hear real estate moguls tell you things like, I bought 100 acres of land, I bought 200 acres of land, you thought they bought it when it's now a city? No. The city came to come and meet them there. There's a popular quote in real estate, and I will share it with you as a round up now. Know where people are going, go there and wait for them. If you will make money in this thing, know where people are going, not where people are already. How many people can afford to buy a land in Lekki right now? But if you have bought 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you know what you will be worth now. That's what we are saying. These opportunities will always open up, but there are seasons to bankable land. There's the pre-season, which is the best time to buy. There's the season. It's still a fair time if you have the money, because those that most probably when you are buying in season, you are buying from those that bought during pre-season, not the primary sellers again, or like us, the first and secondary sellers. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So the other thing is securing your property. You know, there are ways, you know, this Nigeria, there are ways to secure your property, to ensure your property is still yours after years. But SARS and MAS, I won't be sharing that. I know you can post the number to reach out to us. You can post it on the chat. You can reach out to me. You will pay consultation. If you want to know lands you can buy that are bankable, you will pay. But this information I've shared with you, I believe you will buy from me. But even if you are not buying from me, even if your brother abroad, even if your sister abroad, I believe they will buy from me because you will share with them. But even if you are not, or even if they are not, you already have a clue and an understanding of, I cannot bank on this land. I can bank on this land. And that is the aim of this teaching, not to teach about securing the land, right? There are ways to secure your land so that, you know, when people say they collected the land and government now collected the land, you didn't buy it the right way. You didn't do your due diligence. That's why I can teach you. We can put you through, and we have properties for sale that will yield high return on investment in a couple. It's already yielding, but it will. I mean, at least you can still buy. So I want you to put the number on the chat so that people can reach out. And if you are on the group that was created for this, yeah, and if you are on this call or you are on the group, today is 10. I have a deal for you. I'm rounding off now. I have a deal for you and for anyone that comes through you. All right. We are currently selling an acre of land in Monia, a very strategic location in Ibadan, for 2.4 million. You can still get for 2.4 million naira. If you are buying within now and the next 10 days, I can give you 10% discount. We are currently selling a plot of land for 750,000 naira. The price just increased March 1st. We are currently selling a plot of land for 750,000 naira. If you are on this call or you are in the group and you ask for your discount, I'm giving you 10% discount. On every of our property that you see, you can ask for a catalog on the group, or you can reach out to any of the admin on the group, or you can message the, I want you to post the number. Okay. You can message that number, ask for your discount. Any of our property, you will get 10% discount within now and the next 10 days. That means this thing will be off the table on the anything from 21st of March. Yeah. I'm doing that because you see it valuable, you think it's valuable enough for you to come, or if anyone is coming through you. And we also have real affiliation programs where you sell, you bring people. If you bring people and they buy, you will get money. I have paid someone, what's this money called now? Agency fee, that the person, we had deal together, and I've paid a person something that is able, at least that time, to buy a plot of land in the same location. I've paid it before. That's another way to make money in real estate. If you want to actually, know about our product and you want to bring people to buy, if you bring people to buy, you will get money. If you buy within now, or you bring anyone to buy within now and the next 10 days, you're getting 10% discount. So for the securing of your land and all of that, I won't be teaching that. That's something to consult me on. All right. So Livingstone Real Estate and Properties Limited is currently headquartered in Ibadan, and we are open to help you become rich or richer through real estate, and to help you expand your real estate portfolio. If it will not yield for you, we won't sell it. All right. I believe you have got so much value tonight. If you are on the group, we'll be unlocking the group immediately after this meeting. I want you to send, if you got value, just type it there. Help us know that you got value. Help us know that you got value. And if you got value, can you just type it on the live chat? I'm already closing the meeting. I plan to just spend an hour. All right. I plan to just spend an hour. Just type it there. These are important things that people won't tell you. People will tell you. You can't buy from everywhere. You can't buy every land. If it is land banking you are thinking of. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akola Yodeji. Value. Thank you very much. Thank you. Value. Thank you, Honorable Boluwatife. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm really encouraged you guys turning up. All right. And I'm encouraged to even do more, to teach more on some other aspects of real estate. I'm encouraged to do more. And by God's grace, I believe I will do more. All right. So stay safe and ensure that you buy something you can always bank on. Don't be that person that his or her children will be asking when they were selling land in Monja, when they were selling land in Bejulegi, when they were selling land in so place, where were you? Don't be such. See, there's nothing the money in the account is doing for you. The value is reducing. If you have the money to buy a property, buy. Some people, the only problem they have is for the money to pass from them, for them to just be seeing it in their account. Can I be sincere with you? That money is not really in your account too. The bank is using it for business too. It's a currency. Let it move so that it can yield for you. I believe you got value. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Anu, did you post the WhatsApp number? You didn't post the WhatsApp number. You only wrote, this is our WhatsApp number. Please let them have the WhatsApp number. Let them have the WhatsApp number. You didn't post the WhatsApp number. You only wrote this a WhatsApp number. You didn't put it there. Put it there before I end this live stream. Put it there for them. So I believe tonight you've learned what land banking is. You have learned who to buy from. You have learned when to buy. Remember the pre-season, season, and post-season. You have learned the characteristics of lands that are bankable. All right? And I'm still waiting for you to post the WhatsApp number, please. There's no number. All right, let me see. Maybe I can type it here. I guess she's having issue with putting the number on the chat. Maybe I'm trying to. All right, so you can reach us through this line. Through this number. The number is already on your screen. All right, thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much, everyone that joined this live stream. Thank you so much. Don't forget, you have it on the table for the next 10 days. 10% discount on all our properties. You can ask for the catalog in the group, and you can also become an affiliate realtor of Livingstone Real Estate and Properties Limited. We have 10% on discount for you or anyone you bring within the next 10 days. And if you bring someone also, you'll be getting something tangible as agency fee. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Have a blessed night. God bless your night, guys. God bless your night. God bless your night. I see you winning. Oh, I don't know if you guys are still on. Adeyinka Adeniyi wanted to ask a question. I'm so sorry. Please, you can ask your question through the WhatsApp number that is sent. You can ask your question through the WhatsApp number that is sent. Can ask your question, or if you can type your question right now before I end the stream, you can type it. I will wait for the next 2 minutes to see if you will type. But if not, if you are hearing this, you can if you don't send within the next 2 minutes, I will take it as you not being online again, because I already said bye bye. But if you are and you eventually hear this, please, you can send your question to the number that was sent earlier. Or if you are here right now, send your question. Send your question via the chat. I'll be glad to answer. All right. Adeyinka Adeniyi, you see, all of those properties I mentioned, the one I told you about for 2.4 for an acre, and the one I told you about for 750 for a plot, what you will get from us is land agreement and receipt. For you to process your red copy survey or and C of O, you can use your surveyor to do that, and we have a surveyor that can process it for you too. Within days, you will get it. But that is not part of the document we are giving you. We are only giving you land agreement and receipts. I mean, you don't expect to get as low as that amount and still get with red copy or C of O. All right, but the lands are secure, the lands are guaranteed. You get what I'm trying to say? And if you want us to process it for you, we'll process it for you within a few days. Our surveyor will be glad to do that. All right, I believe I answered your question. Is that all the questions you have? Is that all the questions you have? Although there are plots for sale that has red copy survey, there are plots for that have red copy survey, but the list for that is 1.4 million naira. The list for a plot with red copy for sale is 1.4 million naira. So it's your choice. We have that as well. It's your choice. Did Adeyinka Adeniyi, did you hear what I said? Did I answer your question, please? No, we don't issue posted check. All right. If it's living stones you are buying from or buying through, your property is secure. All right. We have a lawyer which also a surveyor that will process things for you at your own expense. You get what I'm trying to say? But I don't issue post check, not because of anything, but because I'm sure our properties are secure. Get what I'm trying to say now? We are not new to this, and this is not the first time we'll be selling and processing documents for people as well. Do you understand? All right. I think you got it. So what you are getting is a land agreement and what they call uh, a receipt from the company. And if you want to buy with the one that has red copies of it, we have for 1.4 million naira. But the purpose of this our webinar is land banking. And so because it's land banking, that's why I didn't mention that particular one, because if I mention for 1.4 million naira per plot, that's already going against the rule of land banking I just taught you. You get the point? Is that all the question, Adeyinka? All right. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless your night. God bless your night. God bless your night.